Have you ever stayed awake at night worrying about your future? Maybe you are asking yourself questions like, will I ever succeed? Will things get better? Am I on the right path? What if my plans fail? These questions are common. We live in a world full of uncertainty. Every day we hear bad news. Many people are afraid of what tomorrow may bring. Anxiety and fear about the future have become a normal part of life for many people. But in the middle of all this fear, God gives us a powerful promise in Jeremiah 29:11. The Bible says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Notice something very important here. God did not say, "You know the plans for your life." He said, "I know the plans I have for you." Only God knows the complete picture of your life. We often think we know what is best for us. We make our own plans and create our own timelines. We decide how and when things should happen. But many times, life does not go according to our plans. Sometimes doors close. Sometimes opportunities disappear. Sometimes we face delays, disappointments, and unexpected struggles. When that happens, it is easy to think that God has forgotten us. But Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us that God is still in control. Even when we cannot see the road ahead, He can. Even when we do not understand what is happening, He does. Even when our plans fail, His plans remain perfect. Think about it this way. A child may not understand why a parent makes certain decisions. The child cannot see everything the parent sees. But the parent acts from a place of wisdom and love. In the same way, God sees what we cannot see. He sees tomorrow. He sees next year. He sees opportunities that have not appeared yet. He sees dangers that we do not even know exist. And because He sees everything, we can trust Him with our future. Another beautiful part of this verse is God's intention toward us. He says His plans are plans to prosper us and not to harm us. This does not mean life will always be easy. It does not mean there will never be challenges. But it does mean that God is working for our good. Even difficult seasons can become part of His greater plan. Sometimes what feels like a setback is actually preparation. Sometimes a closed door is God's protection. Sometimes a delay is God's way of positioning us for something better. God's plans are bigger than our understanding. The verse also says He has plans to give us hope and a future. Many people today feel hopeless. They look at their circumstances and think nothing will ever change. But God is the source of hope when He speaks about your future. He speaks with certainty because He already knows it. The future you are hoping for is not hidden from God. He knows your dreams. He knows your prayers. He knows the things you cry about when nobody else is watching. He knows the future you long for, and He is already working in ways you may not yet understand. That is why we should not place our trust only in our own understanding. Our plans can fail. Our knowledge is limited. Our vision is small. But God's wisdom never fails. When fear tries to take over your heart, remember Jeremiah 29:11. When anxiety tells you that your future is uncertain, remember Jeremiah 29:11. When you feel lost and do not know what comes next, remember Jeremiah 29:11. God knows the plans He has for you. You do not have to carry the weight of figuring everything out by yourself. You do not have to know every step of the journey. Your responsibility is not to know the entire future. Your responsibility is to trust the One who does. Today, place your future in God's hands. Trust His timing. Trust His wisdom. Trust His love. And remember that the God who created you is also the God who already knows your tomorrow. Jeremiah 29:11 is more than just a beautiful Bible verse. It is a reminder that our future is safest in the hands of God. Because while we may not know what tomorrow holds, we know who holds tomorrow. And that changes everything.